Yeah, guys, it's the kid. The kid is here. The kid is here. The kid is here. The kid is here. Go if you knew shades here just to keep things on the right. So basically, Wenger has used his juju. Yes, that's right. Wenger has used his juju. Wenger said a few days before that he wants to scrap the January transfer window, and he actually wants the transfer window to be short like about 48 hours before we ride. But what we've now seen is that somehow, because first of all, I didn't know that a vote was even taking place. Literally, I just woke up and the next thing I knew is that, hey, all the Premier League clubs have now voted to say that they want the transfer window to be short before the season starts. So, as you well know, the transfer window opens all the way through the summer and it closes midnight August 31st. The Premier League begins middle of August. Obviously, for some other clubs, for some other countries, they start maybe like end of August. But really, concerning the Premier League, they really, I think it's the second week of August that the Premier League opens. If it's a World Cup year, then I think it's the third week of August. So, in truth, really, how much does this really change things? That's what I want to know. I mean, how much does this really change things for the Premier League clubs? Because it's like, as most people have been saying, that look, I mean, you have all summer to do this, and literally all this is saying is that whereas you're just going to have 2 weeks that have not been taken away from you. So it's like, okay, those 2 weeks have been taken away from you. So it's like, yeah, and your point is, so what? Who cares? But the point I really want to focus on is the strength of Wenger. Because I'm just thinking that for Wenger, first of all, you have his juju. Somehow he used his influence because, as I said again, literally about 24 or 48 hours before he said this went through and this happened. But my thing is, how does this sort of help clubs? That's what I want to know. How does this actually help clubs? It's like, okay, you've just taken away 2 weeks because people can still buy guys all the way through the summer. So I just want to know that maybe it's a case of, if you already have a player playing with you and he's playing well, maybe it's a case of you don't want him to be psychologically like affected. Case in point, I think I now know where Wenger's going. Sanchez. With the transfer window still open, basically Sanchez and Coutinho. If it's still open when the season actually starts going, you actually affect the state of mind of the player as they're playing. So to close it before the season starts, that means the player now knows that, look, there is no chance of me moving. So look, so as soon as I play that first game of the season, the transfer market is closed, and the earliest I can go is January, but most likely in the summer. So I do suppose, you know what, it does make sense, but still at the end of the day, there's no point. I like the transfer window to be open all the way till the end of August. That's what I like, because I like the edge of it. I like people being kept on their feet. I like people being kept on their tiptoes. That's what I enjoy. And the more and more you do that, the better and better it will be. So, yeah, man, I'm all for, look, and I just think that for Wenger, it's like, you doing this, how is this going to help you? Is closing the transfer window earlier going to make you come top four this season? Is it going to actually make you win any title this season? I don't think he will. So for Wenger, look, I don't know. Maybe he's losing his mind. I don't know. Am I still going to fight Shakespeare? Yeah, look, if Shakespeare doesn't play Kelechi, because as you well seen, Kelechi has actually been gaining some weight. So if he doesn't play Kelechi enough, then I will fight him and I'll punch him in the face. Because let's talk about Mbappe now. So obviously Mbappe is officially a PSG player, and he's been saying some stuff. He's been saying some stuff. He has now come out and he has said that he wants to get Neymar the Ballon d'Or. He wants to do everything in his power to get Neymar the Ballon d'Or, as well as saying that his idol growing up was Ronaldinho, and also saying that, wait, you know, is Wenger involved in all pieces of news? And I think Wenger he's somehow involved in all of the kind of the negative kinds of views, because Wenger now said that he came close to signing Mbappe, and Mbappe came close to joining Arsenal. Guys, let's get real. Mbappe just saying that to maybe to be nice because he's French and so forth. Mbappe was never close to joining Arsenal. Because how do you go from a team in the Champions League to a team who are not in the Champions League? That doesn't make any sense. Going from Monaco to Arsenal is 3 steps down in your career. So don't believe the hype. But I wanna wait. What was I gonna say? Mbappe also talking about Neymar. Remember when I said Neymar was Messi's bitch? It seems like right now the roles have turned. The roles have now turned where Neymar now has his little person to play up to him, which I think is just great. I just think that is so pep that he now finally has someone who will now play for him. And again, this is why Neymar moved. From the outside perspective, Neymar, do you have any balls? Are you a man? Do you have any credibility? And it seems as if he found his balls, because when he now knows that he wants to be the king now. It's time for people to now serve now. I'm tired of serving Messi and banging his feet. It's time for people to bow at my feet. And that is what Mbappe will be doing. Because you know what, guys, I'm saying, please quote me. PSG are not going to ride this season. There are too many good players and they've got a clan as a coach. It would be, because I've seen this so many times before. Look, the Galacticos. The Galacticos didn't win every trophy, and the Galacticos didn't really work. It was a great, superb team, but the Galacticos did not really work. Speaking on that very quick segue, you need to read Marcelo's player tribune. I thought Robins was amazing. Marcelo's is bloody amazing. Just a quick quote. I may only have $10 in my pocket, but I'm still as happy as a moth. Just a little quote from there. I mean, that's his players tribune is absolutely amazing. Find it down, Marcelo's players tribune article. So for me, I just think that for Neymar, having Mbappe with them, I don't know how it's going to work. That's why I am literally dying to see. I cannot wait to see them in action, to see Neymar and Mbappe in action, because I just think it's going to be awesome. But that is what it is on paper, because these are two great players. But how well will they work together? Because I don't know, because I think Neymar and Mbappe, they're two very different players. Mbappe is very much an impact direct player. Neymar is a much more skill-based player. How will that ride? And you've still got that that loser called Cavani, who likes to miss one-on-one chances. And as him saying Ronaldinho was his idol. Because remember, so what I learned is that Mbappe's hometown is Paris, PSG, and one of PSG's most famous players, George Weah or coach as well, is Ronaldinho. So if Dino is really his guy, I'm proud to hear that. And also, I still cannot believe this guy is still only 18. That is scary, guys. It is frightening that a guy who is still 18 is touted like this. That's why this is shades of Pele. This is shades of Pele, but is it Pele? Who knows? What do you mean by what is going on with the Senegal national team? All I know is that a Ghanaian ref has been banned for life for trying to fix that. So basically, what happened was that Senegal, South Africa, I actually remember covering it when it happened. This Ghanaian referee basically gave this penalty, and he basically claimed it was handball. You see, because people say, oh no, if we keep banning referees for poor decisions, that sets a bad precedent. There are poor decisions, there are absolutely ridiculous decisions. The decision that this guy made was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It was stupid. It was stupid. It was completely and utterly stupid. So it makes sense. Look, for me, when he gave the decision, I was like, no, it makes sense. So it came out that that apparently he fixed something. Yeah, 100%. I fully believe that this guy fixed it. 100%. So let's see what you guys are saying. Did you hear the story that Mbappe tried to have the same haircut as Zidane when he was young? No, I did not hear that, actually. I did not hear that. But it's really hard to have the same haircut as Zidane, because I think he had a haircut like the same as a monk. Because I think we're referring to Zidane's monk haircut, which was a bit... Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look, Senegal are not really Senegal have two of the most exciting. I think they have some of the best individual African players, but that doesn't make them the best African team. And the best African team, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because I would have said Egypt, but then look at how they struggled against Uganda and they lost to Cameroon. You say Cameroon are the African champions, but they've now been eliminated from a World Cup qualifying. So I don't think there is a best African team out there. I don't think there is. But actually, if I was to push it, it's a shame that they won't qualify, but I think DR Congo are a really good team. They're a really good team and they're coached very, very well. Zambia also looking very good as well in Nigeria's group. So there are a few teams up there that are doing all right, you know. But also as well, guys, this week, remember, I want to bring back the hangout. I want to bring back the hangout. So remember, I mean, I'm going to try and bring back the hangouts every Sunday. Also as well, Talking Tactics, guys, every Monday. So I don't know whether you guys have subscribed to our SoundCloud thing or on iTunes. We record every Monday, but every Tuesday we put it out there. So head to Talking Tactics at Talking Tactics and just ask us any questions because our next episode will be recording it on Monday. Obviously, this week it was just me and your boy Cal, and I was obviously schooling Cal. Is PSG destroying football? Football got destroyed when Abramovich came in. That's what people don't understand. Come in. Let me just I need to just check that my pasta is all right. Football got destroyed when oh geez, let's see. Just warming some pasta there while warming the kettle. Football got destroyed when Abramovich took over. And that is what I try and tell people, that when Abramovich came into the game, I was like, no, look, man, this is going to set a very dangerous precedent that has now completely followed into what club football is right now. So it all began with Abramovich. PSG have just taken it to the next level. So even like that Spanish dude, the La Liga chief saying, oh no, look, Qatar guys have come in. No. Club football is poisoned. Everybody is guilty. It's just that PSG have just come out and just paid exorbitant amounts and they may be a bit more open about it. But because they're open about it doesn't mean that they are the only people that should be reprimanded for this. Because look, at the end of the day, everybody needs to suffer, is Mbappe worth the money that... It's hard to say. And the thing that a viable criticism against Mbappe is that, and what many people will try and point to is that one season wonder. I'm not going to argue against that. It is a very viable critique. As like, this guy could be a one season wonder. Don't, because he's not giving you 3 or 4 or 5 seasons. It was an incredible season that he gave you, that he was at the forefront of leading Monaco to a Ligue 1 victory over PSG, as well as leading them to a semi-final of the Champions League. So even if it was a one season, it was an incredible one season. So we still need to see what can he do. What can he do? But guys, just imagine if Monaco still had Bernardo Silva, Mbappe, Martial, Mendy, Bakayoko. Imagine if they all had all these players. Guys, that's a legit team. That is a 100% legit team. I feel so bad that I was sleeping on them. I think it was even Jujuman that said, look, man, don't sleep on Monaco. I was like, man, I'm bloody snoring on those guys. I don't give it down. So yeah, no, look, man, that was tight, man. Let's see what your boys are saying. Yeah, people have been saying Pep is never winning the EPL HH. I'm so ISIS guys. Look, guys. Don't count him out, man. At the end of the day, for me, I'm still sticking with my pick that Pep is going to win the EPL with Man City. Because look, huge game against Liverpool. Huge game. So that's going to be real. That game is going to be realistic. Guys, I'm so glad that this international break is over because look, no offense to my international brothers out there, and I do like international football, but I prefer tournament football as opposed to these qualification games. And I'm looking forward to City against Liverpool. I'm looking forward to seeing Mbappe roll up with PSG. I'm looking forward to guys, see what Madrid are up to, see what Isco is up to, see what Dembele. I think Dembele will probably be making his debut this weekend, so we're going to see the debut of Dembele, the debut of Mbappe. I mean, man, things are looking on the up. Do you rate Puyol? Yeah, look, solid defender. I wouldn't call him elite. I wouldn't call him one of the best defenders out there. I'd say he's maybe top 25, top 30 defenders. I'd say, yeah, top 30. Do you think Benzema is the best French striker and should they take him back? Benzema is Benzema for Real Madrid is a pile of crap. Literally, he's complete and utter trash for Real Madrid. But when he plays and when he really turns it up for when he plays for France, he's a different player. It's so weird that literally the guy I saw at the 2014 World Cup is not the guy that I see it's not the same guy that I see for the Real Madrid team, which I just find very interesting. But yeah, look, France are not winning anything with Benzema not in the team, unless Deschamps wants to try and roll in Mbappe as a striker. But still, even if he does that, you still need a naturalized striker, which is what Benzema is. I think Benzema 100% is needed. Let's go check on my pasta, shall we? Sorry guys, I know this is a bit dark. I need to just make sure that my pasta, the flipping bulb has gone, man. All right, the pasta is boiling. The pasta is boiling. So yeah, look. But I mean, I don't know what Benzema has done so wrong, why he cannot be back in the team. But I mean, if France are serious, because I mean, France, you wanna go to a international tournament with Giroud as your main striker. I mean, that's, for me, I just find psychotic. You cannot honestly think that you can go in as to an international tournament with bloody what's his face, flipping Giroud as your main striker. And let's be real with you guys right now. Benzema if you roll up with Benzema in what's it called, in the French team, guys, that's a very strong team. Imagine a team where you have Benzema, you have Benzema, you have Mbappe, Pogba, Griezmann. I mean, that is a serious team. That's a very serious team, because remember, in the 2014 World Cup, France were all right, but the only problem is that they didn't have, remember, that French team in 2014 who only lost to Germany 1-0, not 7-1 like a certain team, a much younger Pogba. They didn't have Mbappe, a younger Griezmann. I mean, they didn't have Lemar in there as well. So that is something to really champion. So yeah, what else are you guys saying? Yeah, thoughts. Look, I 100%. I think that's a big move by FIFA to do that, to actually replay the South Africa Senegal game, but it has to be done. Guys, I beg you, go onto YouTube and please search for that penalty given to South Africa. That was a handball. It is by far the worst decision I've ever seen in my life. I've been watching football for a very long time, and that is by far the worst decision that I've ever seen. So 1000%, that guy needs 2 life bans. Okay, that guy deserves 2 flipping life bans, because that is how bad and how disgraceful that the decision was. All right, pasta sauce. Okay, cool. Pasta sauce is here. Cheese, very important. I forgot this last time. always have cheese. There you go. Yeah. Okay, let me put on the light here actually. Oh wow! A guy called Free Game is spamming me. Do you think Bundesliga showed the way of how club football should be run? Um, I suppose so. The Bundesliga they're very much much more respectable because remember, correct me if I'm wrong, Bundesliga heads. I believe that if if you're the away team or home team, I don't know, but you actually get you get free transportation. So you get your train and your travel to the games are actually free, which I find pretty damn good. I find that pretty damn good. Wow, one bulb is gone. Let's see. City and Liverpool. Look, I've got to think on that, because whenever I do my pre-match analysis, I always like to do it at least about 24 hours before the game because I need to really think about the tactical setups, the lineups that are playing. But I think that's going to be a banging match. That could be like 2-2, 2-1, 3-2. I think they're going to be quite a lot of G's in that game. It's going to be very entertaining because you have teams who are very, very offensive and like to attack a lot. So basically, I think that game is going to be about which defense plays well. Whichever defense plays well, that's the team that's going to win. Yeah, well, look. Yeah, look, for me, Bart Simpson. As I said again, people disagree with me. Bart Simpson, for me, is the best right back I've ever seen. And I'll argue that he's the best right back that the game has ever seen. When you look at consistency, attacking, defending, football intelligence, he has it all. There are not that many great right backs. Danny Carvajal is good, but are you going to tell me that Danny Carvajal is as good as peak Bart Simpson? Carvajal is good. Let me know. Like Carvajal is a very, very good right back. And look at how well he played in the final. Remember, it was him who gave the ball to Cristiano to score that opening goal. But am I not going to say that he's in Bart Simpson class? Nah, I can't say that. So company's house with a knock. That's just going to be big. I said, look, man. This is the thing about City and Liverpool because actually it's almost very interesting that these two teams are playing each other because if these teams focused more on defense and defending, they could win. They could easily win the league because they have an attack. Both of these teams have the best attacks in the whole of the league. There's no other team in the Premier League that has an attack as good as these guys. Okay? No. So, nope, not even Stoke. No. What holds them back is defending. It's so simple. If somebody could just sit Pep or Klopp down and just say, get a really good defender, get a really good DM, and let their focus just to be defending. Let these guys know exactly how you play and know that all they do is intercept, break up play, slow down play, and just do the tackling and the defending. If you have that, you don't know how good you would be. You'd be tight, man. Yeah, Champions League on Tuesday, man. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. What do you think is wrong with the Argentinian team? Sampaoli, Messi, everything. I think Sampaoli obviously is not. His instructions are not really getting fully directed and listened to properly by the Argentine team. Messi is to blame. Di Maria is to blame. Dybala, everyone. They're all to blame. They're all being a bit clownish. And can Joshua Kimmich fill Bart Simpson's shoes? Nope, he can't. No one can. But Kimmich, I don't think Kimmich is not a right back. Kimmich for me, he is the most versatile young player in the world. He can play anywhere, and that is the beauty of him. Is that if let's say you have a guy injured, this guy is a good attacker. He's a good midfielder. He's a good defender. He's an incredible talent. So when do you think? Yeah, look, man. Reason why Michel Salgado better than Bart Simpson? You're crazy. Germany will really miss Bart Simpson. Yeah, no, for me, that's why I've said that Germany. I don't put Germany as the favourites for the World Cup. Germany can't win a World Cup without Bart Simpson or Miroslav Klose. Although Timo Werner looks high, I did like the look of the German boys in there, but Germany won't realize just how important Bart Simpson is until they really play that tournament. Because, yeah, they won the Confederations Cup, but last I checked, Spain weren't in the Confederations Cup. Brazil weren't in the Confederations Cup, and so were not a lot of other teams. I mean, really, the most legit team there was Chile and Portugal. Did Germany play Portugal? I don't think they did. Man, I'm starving, man. People spend their money to see goals, not defending. That's why those people who want to see goals never end up seeing their team carry any trophy at the end of the season. Okay. Yeah, look, man, Syria making the World Cup playoff, I think that's amazing. I mean, I would love it if Syria could do it. If Syria could make the World Cup, that would be an amazing story. Even that would be an amazing story. Let's just hope that they don't start a war. Look, man, and all of you guys on the East Coast, man, be safe. Be safe. I'm reading about all of these hurricanes. I think it's the end of the world. You know, I think Trump is bringing the end of the world to everybody. But I'm saying to all of you guys, man, relax, be safe, man. That's the key thing. Be safe, be safe, be safe. My visions are still real, man. Relax, man. What if Argentina fails to qualify for the World Cup? Will it affect Messi's legacy? Messi's legacy all depends on what he does for Argentina. Because I will refuse. You can't be called the greatest of all time and you flopped numerous times for Argentina. Without, how can you retire and you never win anything with your national team? I mean, at least give me a Copa America. Because you actually really need a World Cup. But at the very minimum, at the very least, give me a Copa America. If you can't give me that, my goodness. I mean, that harms your legacy badly. Very badly indeed. Yeah, look, man, guys, look, I mean, if anybody has any contacts to watch the North Korean league, I'll watch them because, look, I don't know, that guy, you know. Look, if people are smart, send Dennis Rodman to speak to that North Korean dude, man. You know, Kim Jong-un, man, that's the way they can reach him, okay? Because he's mad. I mean, let me just be fully forward. That guy, he's a flipping psychopath. If CR7 offered you his Bugatti, would you kiss his feet? Nope. I want an island instead. Let's see what else the guy there. Yeah, why was William Carvalho trending? Because I saw him trending on Twitter. Did someone try to buy him or something? Because I was about to say, like, William Carvalho. I've not heard that name in bloody decades, man. Damn, I'm starving, man. Bloody hell. Damn. All right. Got last few minutes left. Let's see which together that's interesting. West Ham tried to get William Carvalho. Okay, all right. Cool. I mean, how old is that dude? I think isn't that guy like 38 or something? He's actually, I think he's still in the Portuguese squad. Barcelona will circumcise Juve. Milan will win Serie A. Milan, can they win? No, Milan can win Serie A. Will they win Serie A? I don't know. I don't know. You know. Now that's interesting. Where would where would Barcelona finish in the league if Messi got injured? I think probably. I think third. I mean, they could push for second, but 100% they'd never win the league. Then Real Madrid would pretty much walk the league. With Messi injured, they'd walk this. But I think Barcelona, at the best, second. They would never win the league without Lionel Richie. So I think second or third, but they'll definitely have to have a real battle with Atletico and perhaps Sevilla as well. All right, guys. Look, Ramos, I think at the moment right now is one of the best defenders. I don't think Alton is the best. I think it's between him, Chiellini, and maybe Thiago Silva, maybe Koulibaly. All right, guys. I'll catch you again perhaps maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow is Red Bull Leipzig against Hamburg. So it depends when the match finishes tomorrow. But I'll probably try and do another of these things on the morrow. Guys, peace out, true. It's been swell. Stay true and stay safe.